Hi everyone, I'm Ella and I'm doing a shell challenge today. This is the end of summer shell. On the gallery, it's made by the Obsessed Simmer, but she's also known by Nocturnally Nyx on Twitch and on Twitter, and I think all of her other socials. It might just be the gallery that's the Obsessed Simmer. I'll double check and I'll include all of the links in the description so you can find all the information and the simmer who made this. But anyways, this is the end of summer shell. The idea was to kind of make something that was either like summer related or to make something that's kind of fall related. And of course, I chose to go with something fall related. I was really excited. This is my first fall build, so that was exciting. My first fall build of the year, the season. So this is a little residential lot. The idea is that a spellcaster sim would live here and they would be obsessed with pumpkins. They're gonna have a entire little mini pumpkin patch in their front yard, and the house is gonna be decorated fully for Halloween. We're gonna have the candy bowl out, we're gonna have the lights and the fog machines from that Party Essentials kit. I'm gonna get some use out of those again, and I'm gonna use it as fog for Halloween decorations. Yeah, and then I do the exterior with some nice landscaping. The inside is a lot of Realm of Magic and a few other things. I think get-togethers used a good bit too, because that's pretty much everything on the outside is get-together as far as the exterior goes, the walls, the windows, all that good stuff. And I decided to get kind of fancy and make a pond too. But anyways, right now we're working on I'm working on the bathrooms. I managed to get 1.5 bathrooms in here. Got a shower and a shower, excuse, and 2 toilets. I actually keep the sinks out of the bathrooms, but I have the sinks really close to the door, so it might be a little weird. That's not super ideal, but it is functional. It works. I actually had a sink in my bedroom at my old house. It was so weird. Well, there was a sink in the bathroom still, so we just had 2 sinks. One in the bathroom and one in the bedroom, kind of randomly. I'm not sure why it was there. It kind of turned into a vanity, but with a sink. So, yeah, it was kind of handy though, because I wear contacts a lot, so I would just keep my contacts in the bedroom. It was kind of a weird situation. But this is at least a pretty sink. I mean, it's that nice get-together wooden one. I love that sink. I swear I would see sinks like that. I don't know if it's still a style that people kind of go for, but at places like Home Depot or Lowe's, where you would look at fridges and stoves and toilets and things like that, appliances and whatnot, they would also have the sinks and the wooden cabinets, and you'd pick out the little sink bowl to go inside of it. I haven't been to one of those stores in so long. I need to go again so I can just plan out my dream home and pick out the exact bathtub and toilet I want to have and the sink and all of that good stuff. Yeah, but I always really loved the sinks that are like the get-together sink. And I think it's really cute. I guess it doesn't really offer a whole lot of storage, but it seems small, and being in such a small room like that, I think it kind of helps out the space, maybe. Makes it seem a little bit less crowded, because you don't really want it to be so crowded in this tiny home, but it would be. What am I doing? Oh, I'm trying to change the roof color. I always like to look at these little, the game would get together. It's what are those called? They go on top of the roof. I feel like, I don't know if there's actually a specific word for that. But anyways, I tried to copy what that looked like because it kind of matched the wood. I'm gonna go and totally change the wood though, but I keep the roof the same because I was just kind of excited to have that pink colored roof. I keep trying to go with that light colored wood every time I make a Tudor house lately, but I never end up keeping it because I feel like I'm not sure how to. I feel like I'm doing it wrong when I use those colors, and it kind of doesn't seem as nice with the inside because the inside is so dark and warm and cozy. But I want the outside to kind of look similar to the inside, so I always end up going to that darker shade of wood. But anyways, here we are doing some landscaping. I love doing landscaping, especially in the realm of magic world. What is it? Glimmerbrook? Yeah, I love landscaping in Glimmerbrook. I just like the forest and the trees, and it's pretty simple, I feel like. But the trees are really pretty, and they have lots of nice little like rocks and everything. It's just a little forest vibe. I really like that. But yeah, I put a lot of trees in this yard. I was kind of hoping that I could sort of make it look like this house is kind of in the woods more than it is. You know what I mean? So that it's kind of more in the forest, even though it's kind of not, because it has like a driveway coming from the road. That's one thing I don't really like about Glimmerbrook. I don't like the way it has like driveways and whatnot. It is kind of cool looking, but I wish Glimmerbrook had been made differently. I wish it was more similar to the way that area in Windenburg is. I wish it was something like that, but like a more enchanting, like charming little forest. I want it to be like something out of a fairy tale, you know, like something out of a movie. But I try to kind of create what I would imagine it would be. Just kind of ignore the driveway going up and pretend that the house is is just in a little forest by itself. I mean, I do kind of make this like border going along the driveway with the flower bushes over there. Maybe kind of make it blend in a little bit. Honestly, I really don't know what I'm doing whenever I'm landscaping. I just throw stuff on the ground and I'm like, that looks pretty, and I just go with it. I tried to put a little bit of thought into it, but it's mostly, you know, just whatever looks nice or I feel like would be pretty looking. I say this like all the time, but I always overdo the landscaping. I feel like I was kinda not overdoing it this time, because in my defense, it's like a forest is my idea, so it's not extremely out of place. I don't know. I think it's just super fun. I love landscaping. And yeah, I usually kind of like look around the rest of the world and I just kind of copy what I see so it looks a little bit natural. Oh, I'm adding the pond now. I really like the pond. I don't know what it was. Maybe I shouldn't have made a pond, because then I could have had like a bigger pumpkin patch, or I could have like, you know, had a little bit of space in the yard. But I was just like, you know what? We have to have a pond. I need a pond here. So I added a pond. It's a little extra, but I think it's so cute. I tried to get these like lily pads to go in the pond, but I think because of the the level that it's at, everything's floating, and it was just kind of driving me mad. So I tried to make it work, but I ended up just totally deleting all of it. And I had some other plants, and I think I managed to make those not float. They at least look a little bit better, not as awkward as the other things I was using does. Just surrounding it. I put a lot at first, but then I ended up deleting it because I'm trying not to go over the top. I'm trying to find a balance, you know, because I like it when there's a lot going on. I want it to be whimsy and fun, but it doesn't need to be so much, you know. It's still a lot though, but I think it's so much fun. I love it. But Yeah, I'm really. Oh, I end up adding a little. Is that like a? I think it's a water jet emitter. I think it's what those are called, or is it one of the domes? I think it might be the water domes, which is probably very unrealistic, especially since I add tadpoles to it. I love the bugs that they gave us when we got the cottage living update and the ducks and everything. I love being able to add those. It just makes it so much more alive, you know? And also, it's a really small detail. It does look a little bit weird whenever you upload it to the gallery, because then you just see these weird blocks with pictures of dragonflies on them. But whenever you're playing, because I'll like forget that I put those there. I'll be playing and then I'll just see dragonflies. I'm like, oh, look, dragonflies. Or oh, look, the swan are out. And it's really fun. And because I added those tadpoles, I thought it would be cool to eventually put in like a little frog. Maybe she has a pet frog. Yeah, I'm doing some lighting. I've been like hooked on only using candles in my builds because it's so warm and cozy, and I'm just like in the mood for that warm and cozy kind of a feel. So all of my builds lately have been pretty much candles, or lit by candles. That little L-shaped part kind of just turns into like a extended entryway, but I think it's really cool because then you walk through and you can see your lovely windows, your stained glass windows and everything, and you can just kind of look out and you'll see the garden on both sides from your front yard and your backyard. I was kind of going with darker colors, but then I'm like, what am I doing? That's not very cozy. And I switch it to darker wood colors. That's what I'm doing right now. Because I was thinking spooky, but then I was thinking, no, not spooky. I think I want to go cozy, like a cozy fall vibes. And so that's when I just change everything. I wanted to use that green swatch of that Realm of Magic fridge in the oven, because that is so pretty, and I swear I had no idea we had that until like a couple of weeks ago. I was really surprised to see that. I don't know why I've never noticed that. But I've been trying to find ways to use it, but I keep taking it out and changing my mind every single time. But one day I'm gonna use that green fridge and oven because it's so pretty. Yeah, I eventually swapped those out for the base game ones, just so it's a little bit... I don't know, something about those, they're really pretty, but I wanted it to be more of like a cozy vibe, not just a spellcaster kind of a fall vibe. And I feel like that antique looking oven will definitely be more of a cozy feeling. Wait, lots of Realm of Magic going on. I playtested this, so everything should be working fine. Yeah, this was a very fun build. A little more going on than like a one-story build, so that was nice. But I feel a little disappointed in myself for not utilizing that L shape in that build more creatively. I just kind of played it safe and made it like this little entryway. But it is kind of nice though, being able to have that long hallway where you have the windows looking out. That is a plus. Also, there's the back door, so I feel like it's really hard to have like back doors and front doors in tiny houses. So the fact that we have a back door and a front door, that's gotta be a plus. I think that's a win. Let's get some pumpkins going on and just all sorts of Halloween decorations. If anything had a pumpkin swatch, I was using it. So just kind of spreading the Halloween decor out. So yeah, I use a lot of seasons and a lot of spooky stuff, because I think spooky stuff is the one that has the actual pumpkin carving and not seasons. That is such an unusual pack. That was a really weird choice by by the Sims team making Spooky Pack. I think it came out before seasons, I'm pretty sure. And you just had like Halloween decorations, but you didn't actually have the holidays. Well, I guess that was probably kind of exciting, but it is a little frustrating because you want to have, you know, the whole spooky day that The Sims always has. But now when you have seasons, it's like, do you need the spooky stuff back? And well, I guess you have to get the spooky stuff pack to do the pumpkin carving, which is just a little bit awkward. But I know one thing I use from that spooky stuff pack like all the time. The spider. I use that spider all the time whenever I have like a rundown house or just an older house or a messy house or anything. I'm gonna use that toy spider. Well, it's not a toy, it's a decoration. But yeah, I'm just gonna put those everywhere. I've been using them a lot with all of the spooky things that I've been making. Well, not necessarily spooky. Well, I guess it would actually be spooky. So I don't know if this would technically be my first spooky build of the season. Well, I feel like it is the first one because this is intentionally spooky. The other places are just kind of dark and gloomy. So I'm gonna say it. This is my first spooky build of the year. What am I doing? Oh, I'm trying to swap out the stairs. I think I started second guessing myself at one point. It was going so smoothly, and normally I try not to second guess myself, but I did it a little bit in this build. I think I was getting kind of worried about the what is it? The playability. I don't think that's a word. Did I just make that up? I might have just made that up. Functional. I'm so sorry. That was so weird. I wanted it to be functional, and I got kind of worried about the stairs, and I think that might not have been functional actually. So maybe it was a good thing that I changed that. And yeah, I'm going through adding lots of decorations. This spellcaster is just totally obsessed with pumpkins, so she probably keeps these decorations up all year long. She's got like a little fall themed sticker above her bed. And I use that Realm of Magic wallpaper. That's so pretty. I love that wallpaper. If there's an opportunity for me to use that, I'm gonna end up using that, especially that swatch. That swatch is so pretty. Yeah, adding a little more details. We should be getting close. I haven't started working on the backyard. Oh my goodness. You'll have the backyard to do. And yeah, that should be it. I downsized that rug. I actually kind of came back to this after a little while, and I realized I didn't change that yet. I was saying something earlier about how I was going to change that. So that all gets swapped around. I really wanted to use that light colored wood. I don't know what it is about that. I'm kind of a dark wood person, but that shade, I guess it's kind of gray. There's something about that I really like. But I've been too afraid to like really use it. I keep trying to, but I keep changing it around. Oh, and before I forget, I gotta place our little pet frog. I almost forgot about the little guy. But he's back. He's up on the dresser. He's not sitting in front of the house anymore, so that's good. Oh, I've been practicing my my terrain painting skills. So I'm trying to make it look more just kind of muddy, but not like the same kind of paint. I don't know. It looks kind of interesting. But yeah, almost done. I wonder. I'm gonna do the backyard. Oh, the cauldron. How could I forget that? That is totally necessary, especially in a Realm of Magic house. I'm kind of going through all the debug. I was so tempted to put those little crystals, but then I was like, no, I think it might be like over the top, and I think I end up removing them. I have to check and see. I'm just kind of going through all of Realm of Magic, just seeing what other kind of clutter I can just put in here, make it look interesting. Oh my gosh, I changed that painting again. I can't believe I keep changing that. And I can't forget curtains. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this build was nice. It was very... I made it pretty simple. I was going kind of easy on myself this time because I just kind of wanted to jump in, and I felt like a cozy, like for a fall or autumn kind of build. I felt like it needed to be something like a house or a home. I'm not sure what else you could have built. I'm sure there's something you can build that's also autumn related, that's a community lot, but this just felt cozy to me, and I was just so in the mood for something cozy. And it's also kind of like it's like a fun Halloween house. You know, it's not one of those scary ones. This person has a whole little pumpkin patch, and it's super cute. I think I was actually watching Halloween Town when I was building this, so I feel like that might have been influencing me when I was making it. But yeah, I had Halloween Town on. I need to watch all the other ones. I think there's more than one Halloween Town, but I haven't watched those in years. But my daughter's like really into Halloween Town, so maybe we'll watch the other ones together. Okay, it's coming along. My goodness. There's so many decorations. Well, there's not too many. I feel like people complain about there not being too many, but I don't know. I like them. I was originally trying to use as many as I could, but then I felt like too much was going on, and I delete them, and I'm like, no. She's definitely just a mostly pumpkin person. But I did take a chance, and we're using the spooky stuff wallpaper. We're gonna use, well, not across the whole wall, but across part of it. I considered using it everywhere else, but I like the Realm of Magic wallpaper too much, so I kept it. But I'm using the spider web, the orange spider web, and I feel like it's really nice. Anyways, here we go. Here's a little tour of the pumpkin cottage, how it turned out. Hopefully it has very cozy autumn vibes, but yeah, anyways, thanks for watching. I super appreciate it, and yeah, I hope you have an enchanting rest of your day.